Sorry, I'm running behind.
Okay.
Because I was distracted by your beautiful music making.
Thank you. Welcome back, everybody.
Hi!
So we wanted to talk a little bit about fantasy football for our third and final segment, as we do pretty much every week.
Yeah, of course.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
So you are in how many leagues
6.
this year? 6. Jesus.
6.
I'm a commissioner for 1, and that's hard enough.
Right.
How do you balance being in 6 leagues at the same time?
All right, so here's the thing.
I want you to lay out for me what your position is in each of the 6 leagues, like who you're in the leagues with, and be very specific so we can differentiate between the 6.
Oh my, so this is going to be, I'm going to throw some names out. I'm going to name drop.
Oh,
it's going to be fun.
You don't have to.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. So I have one league with my family and subsidiaries. It's like my mom's neighborhood.
Okay. We will deem this League 1.
Yeah, they do a live draft, which I'm never a part of, and that really sucks.
Live drafts are so fun.
I know.
My league does a live draft every year.
I have never done a live draft.
They're so fun.
I would love to do a live draft. 100% that is on my bucket list. My second league, we'll call this my big money league. It's my biggest buy-in every year.
Okay, and so how much is the buy-in?
I think this year it was 100.
100 per team?
Yes.
And so how many teams in the league?
10.
So $1,000 to the winner.
No, actually it's 12. I'm sorry, it is 12. We have to bring in a new guy this year. Yeah.
$1,200 to the winner.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really nice.
And who's in this league?
This is old bar regulars of mine.
Okay.
So a couple of people from a bar that I worked at in Midtown, and their friends, and they are actually, nowadays it's only one of those regulars is left in the league, and it's mostly like his family and friends. So I actually only know one other person who's still in that league.
Okay, so it's you, a bar regular, and that bar regular's family.
And friends, yeah.
And friends, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But they play like they mean it. I did really well last year, and I'm doing shit there this year. I should also tell you how I'm doing in each of these leagues.
Yes, we're going to get to that, so please continue.
Okay.
That's League 2, Big Money League.
Big Money League.
What, number 3?
We'll call this the Fordham Theater League. So
okay. You went to school at Fordham.
Yes, and I studied theater, and almost everybody in that league is an actor, but there are some designers, some stage managers. Actually, it's a pretty good mix of that. It's a small money league. I think the buy-in was $20.
Does the winner get the pot of money?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's weird too. It's actually mostly the same group of people this year. It was the same group of people as last year. I joined this league last year. They'd been going for a little bit, and I actually ran into the commissioner today on the street. He didn't see me, though. He was dressed very, presidential, and I texted him, and I'm like, why do you look like the commissioner of life? And he was like, well, because I'm always in commissioner mode. It was really funny. Thanks, Doug. So that's that one. So now I've got 1, 2, 3.
So you have League 1, Big Money League 2, and Fordham League number 3.
Yep. The Brown Family League. So
your boyfriend's
boyfriend's family.
Okay.
It is mostly adults. There are 3 older nieces and nephews, and they each have a team. So I think our youngest player is 11.
Oh boy!
And our oldest player is Michael. So.
And how many teams are in that league?
10.
Okay.
I think there's 10.
Pretty standard.
Yeah. Who else I got this year? Oh, Last Word on Sports. Okay. One of our wonderful sponsors. We have a league Presenters. Yes. Thank you. Mm-hmm. We have a league that is strictly the Lifestyle Office versus the Patriots Office.
It's very specific.
Yeah. So basically the Patriots Office, I think they had done it for a couple of years, and they wanted a new challenge or whatever, or whoever they were playing with backed off, or maybe just the office got smaller. But they reached out and said, is anyone interested in doing a league like office versus office? And there wasn't a whole lot of interest, so I reached out to my Lifestyle peeps, and we got a lot of interest. It was actually really fun. So this is the second year I'm doing that one.
Okay. Any buy-in for that one?
No.
Okay.
No, that one's just solidarity.
So the winner just gets bragging rights.
Yeah, pretty much.
How many people do you have in that one, or teams?
I believe there are 10 in that one as well.
Very good. Sorry. So counting backwards, we have league number 1. We have number 2 Money League. We've got number 3 Fordham League. We've got number 4 Brown Family League, and we've got number 5, which is Elwas League.
Yes.
Number 6.
Number 6 is another Elwas League, but it's a little bit more like just kind of varied. Mostly football people, but not. It's not like the conferences are kind of organized randomly. It's not office versus office.
Okay. So it's just like a group of friends, or
no, like none of us actually know each other. Like I've met a couple of people who write for Elwas, but and one of them actually, Al, we're getting drinks this week. But no, I actually don't. We only communicate over the internet. So
fascinating.
Yeah.
Is that a buy-in league?
No.
Just more for solidarity than anything else.
Yep.
Okay.
Bragging rights, that kind of thing. I should also mention too, the only league that I am in. No, there are 2 leagues that I'm in that are organized like specifically by conference. It's not just a random like whatever.
Yeah.
And that is the Life versus Patriots League.
Because you have Life Conference and Patriots Conference, makes sense.
Right, and the Fordham League is also organized by conference.
Which are?
We do the people who hail from New York, who hail from the South, who hail from the Midwest, and who hail from the East Coast.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have 4 divisions?
Yep.
So you have, what, 4 people in each division?
3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 people from each division?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just have to win your division to make the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Seems easy enough.
Yeah. It does make things a lot easier in a sense, but it also makes it really much harder to win. Because, like, right now, I'm in the Southern Conference, or the Southern Division, and there is one guy who is really, really killing it, and then the other 2 of us suck.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's interesting.
Do you have any interesting quirks about any of these leagues? Like any kind of weird draft things? Like were any of them auction leagues? Were any of them...
No, none of these were auction leagues, though I did participate in a few auction mock drafts this year, and that was really fun.
Auction drafts, for those who don't know, are drafts where you start out with a certain amount of fictional dollars, and each player has a certain fictional worth, and you have to spend your money wisely.
Yes. And it can be really difficult.
It can be.
Particularly in the beginning.
You also have players that are, the farther down the list they are, the cheaper they are. Exactly. So you could have players who could be big sleepers that you could get for free, which is fun. I've always wanted to try an auction draft.
I did a really asshole move on my first nomination, my first like putting a player up for auction of one of my mock drafts. I put Daniel Jones up. And it was really interesting to just kind of see everyone like go, whoa, what, we're doing this now? What?
How much did Daniel Jones go for?
I couldn't tell you. I want to say it was something like I think we had $100 to spend, and I think he went for like somewhere $10 or something.
Okay, that's pretty high.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't, but because they got freaked out by the fact that he was being nominated so easy. Uh-huh. So yeah, I mean it's hard. There are certain leagues that don't obviously mean as much. Like obviously the money leagues are a big deal, but I have a soft spot for the Brown League because I won last year.
Okay.
So
what did you get for winning? Just
nothing.
Bragging rights?
Nothing.
Okay. I feel like if you're going to play fantasy football and if it's a season-long endeavor, you should win something.
I agree. It's hard when you're playing with children.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
My league at work is a buy-in league. It's a $10 buy-in league. The winner gets a jersey.
Oh, cool.
Because NFL jerseys are about $100.
Sure.
But we're playing with one child, whom I will address in a moment.
Yes, with anger.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, but the main thing is, look, I will never do 6 leagues again. It's been a little difficult to manage this year. Last year I was in 4, I think, and the way that I manipulated that was every team or every league that I was a part of was a different app, which made things a little bit easier.
Oh, a different app.
Yes.
I guess that would make things easier.
So we did Yahoo Fantasy, we did the NFL app, we did the ESPN app. Yeah, I actually had 2 on the ESPN app, but that it did make things
I
a
know
little bit easier.
CBS also runs a good one too. CBS and Fox both also run good ones too.
Yeah, with 6 it's a little harder because you have to remember like, oh, did I already mess with this league? This I don't remember. And then just the whole like going with your gut thing is kind of what you have to do, and I would do a lot better if I wasn't in so many leagues.
That makes sense. So you have leagues that weigh more than others, and so you do pay more attention to those leagues.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which league are you doing the best in at the moment?
Oh. I think I'm doing the best in the LWAS Life versus LWAS Patriots.
Which is team number 5. Okay.
Yes.
What's your record?
Like,
And who's on your team? Let's just go ahead and look at that one real quick.
I think I have 3 wins.
Oh boy, that's not many.
No.
Oh man, and they're your best team?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So this season's not going well
This
for
is
you,
why
is
I don't want to talk about this.
Oh no, but we're going to talk about it.
I know.
The people want to know.
I know.
The people want to know why.
You're just like publicly shaming me, but it's
I'm
okay.
not. I'm just interested in your 6 leagues and how you manage 6 leagues.
I don't, apparently. Not well.
The most I've ever done is 2. I've done, when I was in college, I did 2. I did one league that I was the commissioner of and I ran, and I joined another one just offhand on ESPN. I won that league just by not caring about it. I went undefeated in the one that I actually paid for and then lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's hard, guys. I mean, fantasy football is fucking hard, but the thing is, I told you last week my strategy going into this week was playing like the rookies and the young guys who hadn't really exploded yet.
Okay.
And
I guess it's a fun thing if you have multiple leagues, you can try different things in each league.
Yeah.
Try different players.
Except I don't do that. I do it on a week-by-week basis as opposed to a league-by-league basis because it's just so hard to stay organized.
Do you have any constant players among your 6 teams?
Certainly. I usually play... Oh, you mean like in all 6?
Uh-huh.
I don't have any that are in all 6. I think I have a few that are in like 5 of the 6. George Kittle is in a lot of my teams. Chase Edmonds, I picked up off the waiver wire for most of my teams.
You're just real big on Chase Edmonds, aren't you?
Yeah, I know, except now he's hurt. You see, like now
the Cardinals have Kenyon Drake now.
Oh my god, I'm so irritated. I have. Oh, you know what? I do have T.J. Hawkinson on all 6 of my leagues.
How's that working out for you?
Not well.
Okay.
It was fine for the first couple weeks, but no.
The first week, just week 1, pretty much.
Nope. Nope. So yeah, that's pretty much the fantasy situation here. I'm kind of done for the year, so I'm just gonna kind of have fun like playing games with myself, like seeing how miserable I can make myself.
Oh, that's not a fun game to play.
Maybe I'll start like really doing some serious trades. I did this week actually. I tried to propose 1 trade in each of my leagues.
This week?
Yes.
How many were accepted?
2.
Who did you trade for?
I can't remember.
Okay. So the other 4 were...
This is the problem with having so many leagues is that I can't remember.
What's your suggestion to anybody who is trying to attempt more than 2 leagues?
Don't.
Okay. Very good.
You know what? 3 is fine. 4, maybe. Anything more is just not good.
You ever wanted to try to branch out and do another sport?
Oh, doing fantasy for another sport?
Yeah.
I've been very interested in it.
I've been really interested in fantasy basketball.
That could be fun.
Because I feel like basketball is the sport that I'm least versed in.
Right.
And I feel like doing fantasy basketball would help me identify some players. Of course, the NBA season has already started.
Right.
But, I could try to jump in somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
But do you have any interest in any other fantasy sports leagues?
I've heard fantasy baseball is a lot of fun.
I've only ever tried that once, and it was just a long slog. I think I finished in, 8th place out of 10th.
Do you think there's fantasy rugby?
Oh, I'm sure there is. There's fantasy everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And if there isn't, I'll come up with it.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll play with it. We'll play with it.
How
did you do this week in fantasy, Andrew?
Oh, boy. Okay, I got waxed by my boss's 11-year-old son, who came with us to the Patriots game. Just absolutely waxed. It was just another week where your team completely lets you down. I had 1 player score in double figures, and that was Austin Hooper, who, thank God, has been as good as he's been, because I was the last person in my league to draft a tight end. Everybody else went off the board with tight ends, and I, in like maybe the 12th round, was like, Austin Hooper.
Sure.
Why not? But he's worked.
That's great.
He's been the best tight end in fantasy this year.
That's awesome.
Miles Sanders, who I received in a trade, was on the bench, 19.2 points.
Yeah, no.
My quarterback situation this week was my biggest problem.
Because I gave you bad advice.
Yes, this is the last time I will ever listen to you for fantasy football advice.
Oh my God.
This is the last time I will ever listen to you for fantasy football advice. Sorry, it was bad. Our options were Gardner Minshew. And again, how could we have known?
Right.
How could we have known?
Look, exactly.
This is fantasy football. How can you know anything before it happens? Our options were Gardner Minshew, Daniel Jones, and Jacoby Brissett. You recommended, and I said that I was already going to go with, Jacoby Brissett.
Right.
Brissett put up fewer than 10 points.
Yep.
Both Minshew and Jones had over 20
Yep.
in my league. That's fine. The player I dropped for Jacoby Brissett was David Montgomery for
Yeah.
the Chicago Bears,
No.
who had been doing fuck nothing for me up until this point. And who picked him up? The team in my league that is currently undefeated.
Yep.
The dude put up 20 points.
I know. I benched him this week, too.
I'm so mad.
Yeah.
I'm so upset. Like, I would have had a chance to be within striking distance because I had James Conner on Monday Night Football. Of course, Aaron Jones put up 35 points on Sunday Night Football, which, pretty much put my opponent out of range for me. But
Yeah, what did he win by? What, 50 points, 60
it was
points or
something
something?
like 50, 60 points. I don't care to know off the top of my
Yikes.
head. I just know that I'm never going to hear the end of it
Right.
between him and my boss. Although we were doing the league smack talk, and he was like, "You're done," and I said, "Yep." And then I countered with, "At least I'll be in the playoffs because the kid's in last place right now. He lost last year."
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, it's not the worst thing.
No, I know. And then he said, "It's fine. This is like my Super Bowl anyway, so I get it."
Oh.
What a
All
sweet,
right.
sweet kid.
Yeah.
With this win, though, he's not in last place by himself,
Oh,
which is great. He sits at 2-6 now.
great.
There was another team in my league that's also 2-6.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
The other team that's 2-6 has people like Patrick Mahomes and Ezekiel Elliott and Melvin Gordon and Aaron Rodgers on it. So it's just a matter of miss after miss after miss of
Yep.
roster settings. But we'll see.
Yeah.
My tip of the week this week is if you have a player that is of value and you need to drop this player for whatever reason, do it on Friday or Saturday so that you don't allow him to be picked up by another team that could use him on Sunday. So if I were going to do this again, and if I were going to make the same mistake of picking up Jacoby Brissett and dropping David Montgomery, I would wait until Saturday to drop Montgomery. He's then on waivers until Monday.
I see.
I think so.
I think that's on a league to league basis.
I think it's a 2-day for us. It's a 2-day waiver period.
Okay.
When a player's dropped, so I would drop him on Saturday. That way, he couldn't be used on
Sunday or Monday.
Either that, or drop him at like 12:55.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
That way, the other people can't use him.
Right.
So that's my tip of the week is don't drop them on Tuesday.
Yeah. That's a good
Especially
tip.
if you're going to pick up Jacoby Brissett. Man, I miss Lamar Jackson really bad.
Oh, I know, love. It's okay. It's gonna get better. We've got some exciting matchups this week to look forward to, and I'm really excited to kind of get back into it now that I've refound my love for football again.
This is what we do on this show. We rekindle love for football.
But speaking of love for football, I just wanted to touch before we let everybody go on a conversation that we had last week about the Houston Astros and the situation with Assistant General Manager Brandon Taubman and his direction of rudeness and lewd conversation towards the group of female reporters in their clubhouse. I had a lot of feelings about that, and I still do. I also just wanted to say that Andrew, particularly being just such a supportive force in my life as a maker of things, and a lot of people have been sending me articles that they think are very well written that discuss why it is so disgusting that this occurred. And every single one of them has been written by a man. Now, here's the thing. I'm I'm great with that because, quite honestly, it's nice to know that that support is there, because apparently in this industry the male voice is still more powerful than the female. I'm just wondering why, when earlier I was looking at some of these editorials and some of these opinion pieces, these columns, why I couldn't find one that was written by a woman. And I'm wondering maybe if some of these publications are doing that strategically, in the sense of, oh, well, we don't really want to show bias in any particular way and we want to show support. But I just want to shout out to women in this industry. I'm going to write some this week, and I think there's a voice that is not being heard that deserves to. And particularly as people who are still victimized, even though it is more common to see us in sports and media settings, it doesn't, again, necessarily mean that we're welcome. So yeah, I want to hear the ladies out there. And if you have any thoughts about this, as always, feel free to shoot us an email. Our email is andrewandkata@gmail.com. Our handle is at UFR Vodcast. We want to hear from you guys, and as you guys know on the show, we're a 50% female show. It's very exciting, and we want to showcase some more female voices. This is the way that we are as an industry now, and let's just fight that. Let's fight it hard, because why not?
I like that.
So you guys know what to do. Give us a follow at UFR Vodcast. That's where you can find us.
On all the social medias.
All the social. Podcast comes out every Thursday.
You can find it wherever podcasts are sold.
Yep.
Except for Spotify.
Maybe. Because we're not that cool yet.
Maybe for Christmas. I don't know.
Maybe for Christmas.
I can afford it for Christmas or something.
But we're looking forward to hearing from you guys. So
yes. Please reach out. Give us all your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. If you have articles that are of this nature that are written by female sports journalists, please send them our way.
Yeah, and feel free.
Seriously, we'd love to read them.
Tweet them right at me. I'm at KK Stevens. Yeah, you guys, we want to hear from you. So give us your voices. We're excited about it. We're going to let you guys go. But very, very exciting week of football coming up. Yes, and this has been fun.
Yes, it has.
Hopefully you're feeling better soon.
Yeah, no, I'm yeah, we're fine. Maybe next week.
We'll
be good. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this week. I am Greaser Andrew.
And I am Referee Clown Kata. And cheers. This has been Under Further Review. Thank you for listening.
Happy Spookween, everybody.
Woo!
Be safe.